Hey guys, what's going on? Today is day 14 of our 21 Days to Self-Love Challenge. Today's challenge is flaws on FLEEK. Basically, I'm going to share with you my flaws and insecurities. But before I get into that, I just want to say, I guess I'll finish with this. But yeah, I'm going to tell you guys, some things that make me feel insecure or flaws that I have from physical things as how I look, my body, up to my thoughts, my feelings, or whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna share one of my first ones is that I have always been really sweaty. Only my armpits and stuff, but actually they're pretty good right now. I don't know if you can kind of see like my pit stains. Okay. I remember probably in middle school is when I started to feel self-conscious about it. I think because someone said something to me that it was gross. And even though that was years ago, in middle school, probably 7th grade or something, I still to this day get insecure about it. So I like to wear tank tops and sweaters. Even in the winter, I'll just wear a tank top and a really thick sweater so that when I'm in the car or whenever my arms are tight and they start to sweat, I can just take that off and I won't get sweat stains. But that's stupid, right? Why should I care so much about I just sweat? That's just how I am. That's just the way it is. So fuck it, So that's one of them. Another is my huge hands. And I guess it's kind of hard to really see how big they are on camera, but they're really big. They're bigger than most guys' hands. They're almost every guy, if I put my hand up to theirs, we're the same size. When I hold my friends' hands that are girls, I feel like their boyfriend. My hands are so much bigger than them. So that was another thing that I used to think was gross. And just my hands can just look manly. Also because I'm really not into nail polish. So they're usually not ever painted. So they always look like man hands. But yeah, so that's another one. Another one I'd say is my hair and my edges right here. I don't even fucking know. I went through a weird phase where I decided I was going to shave it. And then I kept up with it. And now I'm at that awkward point where I don't want to really keep shaving it anymore. But it's too short to even get braided. So it just looks weird. And so that's another one of my flaws, is always having my edges out, or my flaws, my insecurities, whatever. Another one actually would be my boobs, which is gonna sound lame, but literally I just don't like that. I think that they're saggy and but whatever. That's another one. I'm doing a lot of physical stuff. Let me think some other insecurities. Sorry, it's hard doing this right on the spot, but I just really want to let it out because I feel it's almost empowering to me right now. By me becoming aware and identifying my flaws or my imperfections, it's no one can really use them against me now. I'm literally being able to admit to imperfection and admit to flaws. And what is flaws? Who said that these things are flaws? I was just talking about my boobs, but at what point in my life did I accept the belief that this was a flaw? When did I accept that this was bad and that they should be sitting high and perky? Or when did I start to tell myself that that's how it should be? When did I hear that and accept that and think that this was a flaw? When did I accept that, oh, I'm a girl, I shouldn't be so sweaty under my armpits? When did I accept that as true? I'm trying to say with this stuff is yeah, I'm calling this stuff flaws and imperfections, but who is it to say it's a flaw? Who is that? Or who am I to think that those things are imperfections, or that those things make me any less beautiful or any, whatever. But, some of my other ones, I'm like a college dropout, and I'm a very, very passionate like entrepreneur, and I haven't found my exact path quite yet, but I know that every day I'm a step closer. But sometimes I start to feel insecure when I see, friends of mine who I would have been graduating college this last spring of 2015. And I'm like, when I see people who are graduating, who are doing all this stuff or going and, getting like 9 to 5 or like working on like, getting into corporate America, sometimes it makes me second guess myself. Like, is that what I should be doing? And I'll feel insecure because like I'm the only one that's like crazy enough to go out and try something new. So everyone's like, oh, that's a big risk and you're crazy and that's scary. Or what are you going to do? Or how's that going to work? And I believe in myself, so I know I'll make it work. But sometimes I do feel insecure and feel like, should I be doing that? Should I go back to school? But that's not where my heart is, and that's not where my passion is, so I can't. I literally cannot I can't force myself to do something that I'm just not feeling. But that's another thing I get insecure about is, seeing, and I'm very proud of all my friends who are going and doing that shit. Like, good for you. I can't do it. So that's another thing that would make me feel insecure. Um, hmm. Mm. Sorry, I'm like trying to do this off the top of my head. I don't know. You guys get the gist. I honestly, I guess it's a good thing that I have to think so hard of my insecurities because, I've released a lot of them. I told you guys, if you have been watching, the video for the last couple days that we've been doing them, then you saw the release technique with the burning paper, and that is something I do a lot. So I definitely can say that my confidence has really increased over like the past few years because I'm doing all this personal development and working on loving and accepting myself exactly how I am. But yeah, those are some of the flaws or like the areas that I still am like coming to terms with and like learning to love about myself. So I guess the challenge today would be for you to be honest with yourself. I mean, you don't have to go and, post it on Instagram or Facebook or anything. But even if you just tell one person, tell your best friend, tell your boyfriend, tell your mom, like come clean and say, this is something that I was insecure about, but why should I feel insecure about it? So I'm just not going to be insecure about it anymore. And you're going to put your flaws on fleek. That was the name of the challenge today. And it's just going to be like exposing ourselves. Like, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a sense of like freedom. Like me doing all this, like I feel like, oh, you can't tell me shit now. Like you want to talk about my sweaty armpits? Yeah, I know. I freaking just put them on the internet and like show them to whoever's watching these videos. But yeah, so those are like a couple of things that that I'm working on and like accepting and healing in myself right now. And I thought it would just be awesome for me to just get it out there in the open. So I challenge for you guys to do the same today in your own way. You can, even if you just want to call or text me and tell me. I love like seeing people make progress. So if you might not feel like you're at that level of comfort quite yet, but get out of your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So yeah, thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 15 of our 21 days to self-love. Bye.